Hey, JC here, JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore with Chuck the Knife, and 6725 West Central Avenue, that's Toledo, Ohio, 436-17419-531-6097. A lot of comics out this week, a lot of big titles. So we got 3.5 boxes worth. This, of course, being the half box. So let's see what we can get counted out and check it out, and hopefully not too much stuff damaged. Boxes don't look as great as I would like them to be. So let's get the smaller box checked out. Got some air, lots more air. Hey, how you doing there? Not too bad. Any questions or anything, just let me know. I'm just shooting my video here. And of course, did you see the Facebook post?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And if there's any comics over on the other side that aren't bagged up yet, that you're interested, curious about prices, let me know and I'll give you prices. Got this reorder, this is Superman Earth 1, Volume 1, so we've got that back in stock. Got these here, which is very interesting, that in the fact that these are Absolute Carnage ones, first printings. I've got second printings in one of these boxes. Got third printings a few weeks ago. I'm still getting first printings. How is that possible? I thought the book was sold out. Wait a second, it's Marvel. Marvel will do second, third, fourth printings even when there are still first printings available, to make it seem like it's selling out. Put those up there for now. Now these are reorders from last week that I needed, so I'm very glad to have gotten these because we sold out Absolute Carnage versus Deadpool number 2s. Let's see what else we have in here. It's multiple copies. Got the Watcher number 1 from Xenoscope. I had 2 guys that wanted this. I know one guy was in last week for his number 2. Hopefully the other guy doesn't burn me on these copies that this copy I ordered for him. So we'll see about that. And speaking of Absolute Carnage, this is the second printing of Absolute Carnage number 1. So we got second printings, and of course we got more first printings back in stock. And we've got the Dark Age number 2. This is first printings. We've got second printings of these that should be in one of these boxes. Shadow number, this is number 144. This is for a shop steward. He's, I'm disappointed I couldn't get his Little Pony comic, but I do have his Shadow comic for him. So he's going to be happy to get a Shadow comic. I'll get your Rainbow Bright comic for you next week there, dude. I think this is the 1 in 25 or a 1 in 50. I think this is the 1 in 50 variant on the new Spider-Man number 1. Interesting to check this out from Dark Horse Selling Comics. Guide to Retailing and Best Practices. So, interesting. Check it out and see what they have to say about that. Got these here. Saturday, I guess, is Batman Day. So we'll be giving these away with a purchase of a Batman item product. And also, there's other Batman Day comics that we'll have somewhere in one of these other boxes as well. Empowered, this is number 11 from Adam Warren. This is a great book, great read. Adam Warren needs to do more work. But this is some great stuff here. This is what Ms. Marvel should be. Got our Halloween Comic Fest window sticker. I'm not sure if I'm going to participate, as it's been a bomb these last several years. I'm going to pause this so I can move this box out of the way. Okay, on to the main event. I see Lady Mechanica. I see House of X. I see Lethal Protectors. I see G.I. Joe number 1. This is House of X number 2, the third printing. Nice. Third printing on that. I think House of X 5s are also supposed to be in here. Lady Mechanica number 3. As you can see, I've got 6 copies here. I ordered 10 copies of this book. Toilet Flusher couldn't have all 10 of my copies together, but I'll set some of these copies aside for a couple of my pull customers, and we'll set the other copies aside as well. Justice League number 32, per Year of the Villain. This guest stars Commandy. Nice to see Commandy back in action. Got the Weatherman number 4. That's set aside for one of my pull customers. Transformers number 12. This is set aside for one of my pull customers. I got to reorder copies of 12. I've got a new pull customer that I need to make sure he's covered now. Killers number 3. This is cover A. And that Transformers was cover A as well. And happy birthday to Mr. Jake, who's a big Transformers fan. Today's his birthday, so his Transformers will be waiting for him. So we've got Jimmy Olsen, Superman's pal number 3. Who shot the decoy corpse of Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen? Did not order very many of those. Unfortunately, the book does not sell very well. Psylords number 4, cover A. One of these will get set aside for a pull customer. We've got the True Believers. These are dollar comics. This reprints Hulk number 347 with Joe Fixit. Very interesting personality for the Hulk. Now, I know we got Batman 78s last week. This is 79. This puts it back on stock. This cover A's. We've got the 1 in 10 variant for Lady Mechanica, but not my other missing 4 covers. Tony Stark Iron Man number 16. This is the variant cover. Excuse me. Here we've got, this has been a very, very good book so far. This is the variant cover, issue number 3 of History of the Marvel Universe by Mark Waid and Javier Rodriguez. If you're not picking this up, not reading this, get to your local comic dealer and buy copies. Very entertaining book. See, even Joe the Steadicam agrees. Variant edition for Absolute Carnage Lethal Protectors number 2. I would bet any amount of money I ordered more than 3 copies. Toilet Flusher could not get all those copies together. Got Excellence number 5. Cover A. Got High Level from Vertigo. Issue 6. Make sure a copy of that gets set aside for one of my pull customers. He'll be a happy camper. Here we've got the new Spider-Man book. I'll try to look at this in between videos, my next box. But written by J.J. Abrams' son, Henry. And we'll see how this Spider-Man book stacks up. I think it's a 6-issue miniseries. You can't tell because they never put it on there. Marvel's afraid to put miniseries on there. They shouldn't be afraid. People might be more apt to want to pick these up. It's like this here, DC. Inferior 5. It's a 12-issue maxi series. You know how many issues that you're be committed for. Kiss the End number 5. This photo cover that's being set aside for a customer. Steeple number 1. Cover B from Dark Horse. Make sure that gets set aside for a customer. Here we got the Immortal variant. Let me grab the other copies. On Guardians of the Galaxy. I am actually very surprised that they didn't have Art Adams do this. Seems like that would have been up his wheelhouse. Infinity 8, Volume 5, Number 3, as for a poll customer. We got Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the variant edition. Silver Surfer Black, second printing of issue 3. I didn't think I ordered that many copies. Maybe I did. But issue 3 of Silver Surfer Black, second printing. Here we get Archie versus Predator, number 2. Cover A. This book is very late. It's good to finally see it. House of X5. This is the cover A on that. So, can't wait to read this thing. And these are all the rest of my covers to House of X5. I see Absolute Carnage 3 in this box. Here is the rest of my Lady Mechanicas. They're over on the other side. James Bond 007, number 11. Cover C of Mr. Bond. Ariel, number 3. Gonna make sure a copy that gets set aside for a poll customer, and I've got to reorder a copy for a new poll customer that just signed up. And we've got a Justice League number 32 that's all by its lonesome. How did this get here, not with all the other ones? Mr. Diarrhea might have to tell us the answer to that. Magnificent Ms. Marvel, number 7. She's fighting some zombies or something. People excited about her new movie. This is cover B of Strayed. Make sure that gets set aside for a poll customer. And here we go, Absolute Carnage. This is the cover A of issue 3. This has been a damn good book. So, gosh, you've got this and you got House of X5. Which one do you read first? It's one of those times that you wish you had two heads so you could read them both at the same time. There's more of the Absolute Carnages. Got Archie versus Predator. This is cover B. The Howard Chaykin cover. Look at that. Great Howard Chaykin cover on that. That cover B. Wow, this is pretty good. This is the free edition of Batman Who Laughs. You're the Villain. Got a nice cardstock cover on that thing to be given away, and then you get the regular cover underneath it. But look at that thing. I bought quite a few to give away, as you can see. I see Jane Foster Valkyrie in there also. We've got G.I. Joe, issue 1, brand new series. I only have 2 guys that buy G.I. Joe, but I took a chance and bought some extra copies, so hopefully it pays off for me. And this is cover C of Lethal Protectors. I'm not sure what this is considered. I don't think it's a Young Guns variant, but I don't think it might be a connecting cover, but I don't think it is. Firefly number 9. the pre-order copy. There's 3 different covers. I got 2 of the 3 this week. Make sure I get set aside. Here we've got Justice League 32. Here is the cover B's on Justice League 32, the cardstock copy. Aquaman number 52. This is the cardstock copy. I think that's a Josh Middleton cover. Very cool. Here's a House of X. This is, I believe, this is the connecting cover. So this thing is going to be very hot, as they certainly all have been so far. And dinosaurs and mutants. There you go. What a good combination there. And talking about the Jane Foster Valkyrie Immortal cover. There you go, as she's transfers. Again, she was so concerned about her identity as Thor, but she isn't as Valkyrie. So what's up with that? She doesn't care if people know that she's Valkyrie now. I guess that's what it is. Here we've got new Star Wars Age of Resistance, Mary Ray. This is the puzzle cover on Mary Ray Sue. I had somebody that was getting all the puzzle covers, but he is not getting any of the Age of Resistance puzzle covers. Star Trek Year 5, number 6. Make sure 2 of those copies get set aside for a couple of my poll customers. Here's some of the variant covers on Spider-Man number 1. And again, I'm going to try to read this in between this box and the next box. Here we've got Kiss the End, cover B. That's the only copy. Here we got Superman number 15. This is the Adam Hughes cover. Lois Lane's being interrogated. Well, that's not going to happen for very long, because old Super Hubby is not going to allow any poking of Lois that he doesn't want to be doing the one poking of. And then finally in this box, all 3 of these copies are for a customer. Chainsaw Reindeer. If you're interested in this, let me know. I see if I can reorder it. But these are all set aside for the guy from Monroe. Thank you, sir. If you do like these videos, as always, be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, be sure to hit the bell for notification, and be sure to share. Thanks for watching.